Okay, I should be live any moment now. Double check for a moment. Always the best start to my streams, where I have to see whether or not I'm actually live. Am I? There we go. I'm live. Hey guys, Jet here on another adventure. On this adventure, we're doing more animating. I'm going to send this link to a few people, like this and this. And yeah, okay. So what we're doing today? We got this little guy, and if you followed my TikTok, you know that I've already made a first animation for him. And I'm going to make more animations for him. Right now, all you can do is kind of like float around a little bit with the fire moving. The animation is off at the moment, so you can't see it. But I can show you that I have like different frames for how the fire moves. It all looks great. But now I want to make more. So that is the planning. Why are you still making noise if I muted you? Sorry. Also, I have a fan in the room. I don't know if you can hear that. If so, please tell me. Let me just send this to 2 people and then I am ready to get this stuff started. There we go. Alright, so we got this little guy. And I was thinking that the first thing we would make is either an attack animation or a death animation. I guess I'm going to go with an attack animation. The flames can be off for a moment. Yeah, this is the right hand. Okay, so basically this always stops with this. And then he just opens his hand. And I kind of want that same wind up, but then to end with the hands, like, just to give an idea, to be like, hand opens, whoosh, hand is here, and then his face would also have to go from like this to this for a moment, that he's like looking to the side completely. So it's a more intense hit. This is what we're going to do today. Now, the funny part is we can actually already steal a lot from what I've already made. Because like I said, the hand is slowly opening. If we speed that up a little bit, we could just take frames from this. I'll just do this layer. I don't care. If it's green for a moment, don't worry about it. Okay, let me just see which frames we're going to keep and which frames we're going to delete. Everything from the closing part can go. Okay, it has to open a lot faster. So I can remove some in-betweens. And I just want to see what that would look like. Also, it's going to move a little bit more. So it would be like this, and I just want to see what this would look like. So just for my context, hand 1, hand 2, hand 3, and hand 4. Yeah, he does open his hand now. So that's a start. Maybe I should have kept more of those in-between frames. Hold up. Let's just play it a bit more safe. So it's allowed to be a little bit more slow if it makes it look better, but I'm probably gonna have to remove some of them. more of a curve, by the way. And you can go round and up instead of instantly going diagonally up. I think that would make him more alive anyway. Also, I should put on some background music. Castle Crashers theme. Original soundtrack, let's go. Sorry, where did that hand end? There. Okay. Let us see what this would be like. Honestly, I don't think I have to delete many of the in-between frames. I can just use this as a wind-up, can't I? I do want his face to start rotating with the hand a bit more for more excitement. Stop. You can be gone for a moment. No one needs you at the moment. So just like... He opens his hand. Okay, we can remove this for a little bit. And then the next steps, I'm just gonna draw it out simply. Would be for this hand to suddenly make a move like... No, I don't want it curved. I don't want it curved. This is just an oversimplified way of doing this. I'm going to make it look better. Then it would be like right here, his hand. And we're going to make it look a bit more raw. He's actually slashing. Like at the other frames, you see that the palm of his hand is still visible when it's down here. Here it's not because the hand is angled differently. So we're going to call this H8 for a moment, and then we're going to put this hand over here. I think this might go too fast, but that is why we're testing. Always gotta test. And when we realize it's too fast, we'll change it. That is why I'm not spending ages on these hands yet to make them look right, because if they gotta change, then I'll have wasted ages. Well, now I'll just have wasted seconds. Let's take this color for now. Whoops, I'm clicking open the wrong menus. Whoops. This hand looks way cooler because of all the effects around it. I don't know if I want to make it go all the way up again, but we'll test it. No, you know what? What if I just put you a little bit more here? And put you like this. And then we need an exit hand where it's calming down. It still has a little bit of these effects, but not as much anymore. H11. The H10, H11 stuff I'm yelling, by the way, is just me naming the layers. You can't see that, but that's what's happening. And it moves a slight bit because you don't instantly stop in your momentum, but only slightly. After this, it would have to move back. But let's see how this looks. We're going to do it from the start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, the skull will move. That's something I'm going to change, but just not yet. Let's focus on getting the hand movement right first. I'm gonna take this one body part at a time. Well, first this hand, then the head, then the other hand. But since this one is the most influencing part of its body, of this animation, I am animating this thing first. I'm going by priority for how important it is, because it's, if this hand has to move, then everything else has to move. Once this head is set, the rest can accept that. Okay, his hand does grow, I noticed that, but... So I definitely gotta shrink that. But I do feel like the claw itself has the right amount of frames, really. But I think I should go more with the spiky way I did with this frame over this just adding effects to its style. So if we just change this a little bit. Just erase these parts and be more like... Again, just trying. I'm going to make this look better in a moment, don't you worry. This one, no, we're also going to do it in here. Let's just be consistent. I did kind of like the hand I drew here, but it's fine. Claw. Okay, and we know now that this hand is just stupidly big. Maybe it should even be slightly rotated. Okay, let's take a look. I think the slashing itself already looks good. Maybe it's a bit more ghostly because it's kind of. So if I add like a little bit of particle effects. Okay, we're going to alter some of these hands a little bit. Let's just first of all take this off. Now we're gonna make it look a little bit better. Add a little spice. So make it like this. Because it is like a ghostly, fiery character. So both these like Pokemon ghastly effects and just fire sparks everywhere does work a lot for it, I think. So we're going to do it like this. This will be our new H8. The old one will be renamed old and can be shut down for a moment. Alright, screw it. I'm just going to redo the animation thing because now it's going to burn my frames. It's fine. H9 And we're going to tell the old H9 old. I'm just not removing them yet, I will delete them later, but in case stuff goes wrong, I'll have it now. And I like having it when stuff goes wrong. No, this should be sharper. Should be menacing. Tears for the shower, yeah, exactly. Nice to see you're here. Make it more fiery. I'm not 100% sure whether these sparks would help it, but I think they will. I might just hide a little, like, ghost face in one of these frames, like maybe this one. I was thinking of doing it. I call you H old and is like I just go like the claw is still this, that's fine. But then right here we add a little ghost. I don't know about this. This is just experimental, but I think it might look cool. Especially if I can just make it follow through in the next frame and then just make it disappear again. Maybe I should go more over the top. Oh, I'll go more over the top of the next frame. Like we have this frame now. Purely experimental, guys. I've said it enough by now, but I'm still saying it. Just checking to see. This will probably be awful. But I'll have hated myself if I haven't tried it. And it turns out to be cool. It should have probably been earlier. I think I already messed it up. But we'll see, we'll see. You're back on, okay. Frame 1. Frame 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8 new. 9 new, which might have to go a little lower. But I'll see about that. 10 new. 11 new. 12. Let's see. Okay, the skull doesn't add. But the particle effects kinda do. Okay. Now let's save this. Let's save it under a different name. And now we're going to do some risky business. Because I can still add the skull. But I'll have to basically undo everything. Which I'm fine with, because we've just experimented. That would be after frame 7. I'm just going to put you in a different folder. I'm gonna put it at frame 7. And we're going to put this frame here. And we are definitely keeping those particle effects, because they did look dope. But we can make the claw wider and more fiery. So it has to go further underneath it. This hand looks the most awful. Let me just... I know it's just first draft hand and I keep saying those don't have to be perfect, but they don't have to be god awful. No, let's not do the sculpting. That would probably be reserved for more higher level enemies anyway. If you make it more of a wide swing, and we have like a big trail following it this time. And then we make you H9 because we're going to put an H8 in between the two. Low opacity. I have never seen JoJo beyond the first episode, so I have no idea what is a JoJo reference and what isn't. Wait, I do have to put 9 a little bit more this way, otherwise he will have to make a really weird movement here. I honestly can't tell you. Yeah, man. Animating. Big S. Slime like this. If anything, the ghost hand is mostly inspired by Hunter Pokemon. No, I've literally only saw the first episode. I stopped after that because I hated the art style. But it did spawn some really good memes, so maybe I should give it another try for the memes. But I don't know if I will. Okay, you can kind of see where I'm going with this, right? We'll put you back at normal opacity. And then we'll put a claw right here. Animating and sprinting, yeah. Basically. No, this looks awful. You guys sprinting on leak at the moment? This trail can just be further by now. Let's see if I can get away with this. A little skull here. I just want to see. You were planning to play Valorant when you get home. Okay. You're not gonna work on the grid that gives you tears? You can go to full. You can go to low. I think this will already look way better than the previous one. Not being home. Alright, you have to work. Oh wait, it's Wednesday, you don't have to work. Right? small breaks. What didn't work? Now I need to know. I'm really curious what part of it is breaking you now. Yeah, last few times on Wednesday you did have to work, right? Or was that just last week? Okay, his slash is becoming way more extreme right now. Only last, okay. The oblique tiles. Ah. The freaking hills and stuff. Right? What's happening with this hand? Hold up. What is this situation right here? That sucks, man. But I hope you get it right soon. Well, I hope I'm also getting right this claw animation. Those are not needed. He doesn't really have knuckles. Okay. And after that he would like bring his hand back to starting position. Yeah, let's just add that part in here as well so it will look smoother if it's correct and worse if it's right, if it's wrong. So let's just open this, because this is where the point it has to return to. I can probably keep the old fire animation, but I'm not fully sure. No, I'm still taking my break. I'll be back maybe tomorrow. I'm still on my league break for now. This might be awful. But we're committing for now. He has to kind of rotate his hand here a little bit. I fear this will look terrible. But we'll see in due time. This hand is too small. Who knows, maybe it looks good. Hard to doubt, but optimism. If I can make this return in exactly 20 frames, then that would be perfect, because then it would fit with the fire. And I think I can. Maybe if I make the hand at the end of the claw attack linger for 1 frame longer, which I probably will. Yeah, let's make it go lower for a little bit first before going up. Like right here. You go. This is where you start moving up. Again, this hand is too small. Now it's probably too big. H18. And what we really wanted to change was claw, hand, and he shouldn't instantly fall towards this. If I put 2 frames in between here, then I can make everything work, which means I have to rename every of my frames. That comes after that, but thankfully those are not too many. Okay, between these two there should be some frames. That should mainly include just a second frame of the hand lingering here. The claws fold in a little bit because he just clawed. And this will be, stop opening random menus please, H14, and then we'll add in H15 where his hand starts to move towards moving, you know? Like it will be very similar still, but it will have started to move. Hey Rico, nice of you to join. You at work right now? Why am I getting messages? Oh, this is why I'm getting messages, that makes sense. H15. And let's check what it will look like if we throw it all together, shall we? Okay, well nice of you to join by during your work hours. Appreciate it. Five, 6. 20 frames, which is perfect because the time for the flame animation of its idle animation is 10 exactly. Walking up, staring at my phone, email box going, I don't want to deal with. Yeah, relatable. I really hope I get him with this goal. But it's gotta happen, you gotta do those emails. I haven't been able to watch any of your streams lately. The timing keeps not working out. Honestly? Floating back? Looks kinda nice. I'm not unhappy with this. How does my little skull look? No, the skull is a problem. The skull actually has to go. It's too distracting. Mostly to me because I know it's there, but it suddenly has full ball on it. Yeah, thank you. I'm really happy with how this is looking now. I am impressed with how much better this hand return looks than I expected it to. Oh, you didn't notice the skull, so I can put it back in? Hold up. Can I have my little skull guy? Right here. You see it? There's a little skull here. And I'm just... I just want to put it in. But maybe, if instead of this flame, I were to put it here, I wouldn't get so annoyed by it being there. Oh yeah, way better down there. Yeah, sorry, I'm just really focused on it because I know it's there. So it instantly catches my eye. But if you don't notice, then it's a fun little reference, right? Like, oh, if you really look at it frame by frame, you can see that there's a little skull in this. Yeah, exactly. It cannot be unseen. Okay, now I'm happy with the claw hand, so we'll call this claw hand. And we can remove the old stuff. Save. Yeah, that's accurate. Our biggest critics are ourselves. Which is why I like doing these streams of this stuff, so I can get some feedback from people that aren't me, because you guys say you don't see the skull, and I would have not kept it in because I see the skull. But if you guys say it's fine, then it can stay. Okay, now it's time for a really annoying part. This thing is gonna have to move. Let's remove the eye for now. No, I should... Yeah. Where is my eye layer? What are these two layers? Go away. You are nothing. Eye. Yay! I'm happy you do. Go, I said, go away. Okay, what we're going to do now, basically, is this skull is going to move. Wait, why is there a frame with two hands on it? Doesn't matter, because I'm going to remove the frames now anyway. Chapow, no frames. I'll just have to go by feeling. So I wanted to look to the sides by frame 7. Attack 4. The skull takes out his eye and throws it and explodes. That would actually be a cool one. My planning for the attacks for now, I'll just quick sketch it. Okay, so you'll have your little skull dudes. Woo. This is an awful little skull dude. And he has, so like this one, so like the slash skull attack. So you can just slash his hand. I wanted to do one where he would like have fire in both his hands, and his hands would kind of like spin around him, and then it would either like throw or shoot, something like that. But I think I like the idea of just his hands being fully able to like spin around his body for a fire attack. And I kind of wanted to do like a basic where he just goes racing his arms. I hope you can get any information out of this, and then he goes to Chapow, I'm shooting the fire at you now. But yeah, the one where he takes out his eye and throws it and it explodes, right? That might actually be a fun one. I'll think about that one. For now, let's rotate this head a little bit. This is the part I dread the most. Because the skull is big and it means that I also have to animate the fire accordingly, and it's not gonna be a great time. Also, I gotta keep it rounded-ish. It's too far to this side already. But this attack has way more weight to it if its head rotates with it. Like this or this. That's basically the difference we're going for. I might even like make him look to the side during this attack, but the pupil is something we'll focus on afterwards. And this is skull 1. And then this should be skull 7. And we need to make a bunch of in-between skulls. You guys can go to low opacity. Let's just... let's go with 4. Let's go with frame 4, exactly the middle. It's going to be a great time because we are together. The power of friendship shall prevail, and if it doesn't, talk no Jitsima. Yes, exactly. You got it. The power of friendship. He's got to start rotating a little bit, but not too much here yet. I hope this will look right. I fear it won't, but I always fear for my animations, because I just know that there's always the possibility that you just spent ages or something that doesn't. Did you hear about One? No, I actually haven't watched One Piece ever, so I don't know anything about it. What's up with One Piece? No, as a matter of fact, let's go this one first. Skull 2. Only has to be barely rotating this frame. What am I supposed to have heard about One Piece? Curious. The creator says now that he has completed the first 1050 episodes, they were just how the crew got together, and now after 25 years he gets to begin writing. What the fuck? Oh, great! Yeah, this is part of the reason why I'll never start One Piece. It's just too long. I usually watch like 20 episode animes. And this is like, nah man, you're gonna be here for life. And I just don't like the art style of One Piece personally, but that's my personal preference. Honestly, the big three of anime, I've watched none of those three. Naruto I just didn't care for much. Might give that a retry once, but it didn't do much for me. And Bleach I just wasn't interested in altogether. It was all filler. Yeah, exactly. If this was just the beginning, then it must have been one hell of a filler. Yeah, you're going to squint your eyes a little bit here for the extra flow movement. Not too much yet. I just can't imagine just being the start. That would just be it's probably just a troll, just like a joke. But if it's not, then damn. Each episode of One Piece is only about 13 minutes of content, so you get through over in weekends if you try. Damn. Okay, and it's like Kazuma and I are watching Ruby together. And like the first season, the episodes are 3 minutes long, so it's like, oh, I watched 20 episodes in 2 hours. How is that possible? Well, easily if it's that case. But I just also am not a fan of the art style of One Piece, because like, most I know that like the flamingo dudes, that guy's badass AF, but most characters are so derpy looking in One Piece that I'm just like, oh okay, great, you're getting your ass kicked by that guy. You know what I mean? But I do know that the animation itself for One Piece is absolutely amazing. I've seen some fight scenes that I was like, damn! And like even a character as derpy looking as Luffy, they make look badass in certain scenes. That's talent right there. With the big tree, sit down with filler skips, and you will cut out half. Yeah, I know. Like the one thing that I mostly hear that about Naruto. It's just like, hello, welcome to Filler, the show. Honestly, Filler, the show does not sound that inviting to me. You know. Which one am I doing again? 5. So the first like 400 episodes is still considered early anime, so it can be a little rough, but after that you will get way too attached to everyone and never want to stop. I can get that. I had that with, not as extremely long, but with Soul Eater. Like the first 3 episodes, I could normally when I watch a show and someone calls me and I'm like, yeah, just let me finish my episode. And with the first 3 episodes of Soul Eater, I could just walk away at any moment. And later on, you start to care about the characters and stuff, and suddenly I consider it one of the best anime. Except for the ending, which is awful. That's we can all agree on that. It's like nothing would post an entire episode with a filler on it and calls it a flat. Yeah, that's. I always skip those episodes. Fucking cartoons do that, you know. Like they have the musical episodes and the flashback episode, and both of those I skip. Like flashback to the same area. Yes. I don't know if you know the YouTube channel ProCD, but he has made videos about that, where it's like someone gets hit in the face, and there's like, remember when I hit you in the face? Yeah, that was like 5 seconds ago, and then you just cut back to it anyway. Filler I won't skip are the beach. Oh no, my boy. Man of refined tastes, I see. Beach filler, yeah, but those are the good types of filler, right? I don't remember which anime that was, but there was like this one anime where the main character literally says from, oh my god, it's finally here, the beach episode. Wait, how far is these? Oh wait, no, it's fine. I'm doing this right. I was confusing myself for a bit. I don't even count them as filler. Well, with certain anime, I like the filler episodes more. Like, Boku no Hero Academia. Like, the filler episodes are like the episodes between the fights where it's just like the slice of life moments. Which I think are filler episodes, but I like those parts. Clinical physics increased by 200. Fair, mate, fair. The long names in anime. Oh, you mean like I've been killing slimes for 100 years and became max level or something like that? Like. Very short name, I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah, maybe I just misnamed my channel altogether because it's just World of Envy, but probably it should have been like the time that I created a world for a character named Envy. You know, so it can be longer, so it can be anime. The law, the more words in the title. I guess maybe it's for search results, like. You have more, like, you can put in tags for your video, and they just put in extra tags in their name. The title of this video is Animating this Fire Skull, but I should probably just rename it to Talking About Anime. Anime podcast. Can I do that? Wait, I think I can do that just. Anime podcast and animating this fire thing. Save. Maybe, what if now refresh? Yes, I fixed it. The name is now more fitting. Every time I reincarnate as a doll, it took for the world with it. Yes, yes. That time I animated a skull and then started an anime podcast. That's just the perfect. Okay. I know it's far from done. But let's see what we've got right now. Let's make you all red layers. Let's fix the opacity of these hands. And of these skulls, by the way. Are the skulls the right opacity? No, they're not. Moment of truth, guys. Let's see how the first 7 frames look at the moment. ADHD causes me to lost the... I mean, I also have ADHD, bro. I know your struggles. I wanted to, when I started TikTok, I wanted to make like videos of like opinions I had on stuff, like not like opinions, or like political or whatever, just be like, you know, about Pokemon, where in the episode this they do this, and that's because blah blah blah. But I tried to write a script, and I just instantly went off topic, and again and again. I once made a draft for a video of Pokemon typings that don't really make sense. Like, the first time you encounter a Rattata, it looks like it's a poison type. But I just got so off track so many times that it was like, yeah, no one's gonna watch this. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, the ice squints a bit too much, but the skull rotates fine, right? I need to... It's frame 4. Frame 4 is the problem. It's always frame 4. Okay. So in frame 4... we fixed the squinting. I thought it looked kind of cool, but apparently it's awful. Which is fine, because we can fix that. Okay, there should still be some... That already looks way better. Frame 4, yeah, exactly. Freaking frame 4. Always the issue. Also, I'm noticing that there's a random line floating around somewhere. There it is. Let's just delete frame 4 altogether. Like, who needs a frame 4 anyway? Actually, just for funsies, let's check what it looks like without frame 4. And with frame 4... Okay, frame 4 does add, but barely. It can stay for now. Okay, and then afterwards... What do I want to have move first? I think... Yeah, his head should be moving faster than his arm, so his arm can follow. I think that would add some cool effects to it. So at about frame 12, the hand is done. So let's put it at frame 10, the head should be done. I think that's cool. I don't know if it is cool, but I have hope. I'm gonna have you at low opacity. We're gonna have you at low opacity. And then we're gonna add sculpt. I should actually save this under a different name now again. Just to be safe. Yeah, no, I'm completely fine with constantly changing topics, at least for talking. Good morning! Nice of you to join as well. How's it been, man? It's been a while since you joined here, isn't it? I mean, you commented on my wolf bird, but... Other than that, it's been a while, I think. Yeah, what you've been busy with? Probably a lot, but I'm curious. Wolfbird. Yeah, it was just in their spellbook option in... it's a game mode in League of Legends at the moment where you can just take the ultimate of different champions. So this is Warwick with Quinn ult. You're gonna have to set me some prices so I can start setting. Prices? Prices for what? Sorry, I feel like I don't know what you're commenting on for a moment. Sorry. To go back to school. You're a teacher now. Cool. I can see you as a teacher. Like, do you already have a job or a diploma, or do you mean like you gotta study for it? Oh, nice. You want more emotes? Yeah, we'll definitely start working on that soon. I'd love to make more emotes for you, man. Maybe I'll stream making your emotes when the time comes. I do high school math. Yeah, but are you like teaching it already, or are you now studying to become it? What's happening? Is this Mega Dust Call? No. This is for a special project I'm working on with Kazuma 74. 47, I did say it right. Why did I correct myself? And we need this little skull dude. So he's also gonna have like, I'll show you for a moment. It's a flame guy, but he also has like flames flowing around it. Just in the description of this video, there is a TikTok link to my TikTok, and I think it's the most recent video. You can see it's moving a little bit. Like, I could show you the animation, but it's a lot of work for me to do that right now, because I have a different project open. You actually teach now already. Nice, impressive. Yeah, no, I can definitely see you as a teacher, man. You also have the right voice for it. I remember you voicing that video for me. Like, you do have a voice that can people can just listen to for a long time. Yeah, I'm unemployed again. Isn't that nice? But it's fine because I can now just focus on making commission art and stuff for other people while searching for a job. And a face meant for radio. I mean, I'm not gonna say it, but just kidding, man. Nah, it's fine. I manage. And yeah, you were married, of course. Is that how's that going? Happy family? Already got kids? Question mark? It should be a little bit more like this. Skull 9. Let's remove you for a moment. And you. I don't know why I keep putting the hands up with it. Like, I'm not even looking at the hands anymore. Go away, hands. Now there has to be a skull in between these two frames. Don't forget to call on your boy Recon when you need some voice acting. Yeah. You have a cool voice as well. I just didn't know about your voice back when I was still studying animation, and then I did know Jan Fillmore, so he did a voiceover for me once for a video, for a school project. But when in the future I'll need like a more heavy manly voice, I'll definitely contact you, man. Marriage is going well, there's always something you have to work on. Yeah, that's marriage, but that's normal. No kids yet, but who knows? At the moment we are saving up for stuff. Yeah, kids are money consuming. So make sure you're ready for it before you start it, and then you're saving up for stuff you're not ready for it yet. But it's good to hear your marriage is going great. Have you ever been to the Netherlands since you moved away to America? Because the moment you come back, you should let us know. We'll just fucking make a party out of it. Same goes for you, Recon, by the way. If you're ever in the mood, if you're ever planning to have a vacation in the Netherlands, let me know, man. I'll visit. Or you could visit me, whatever. Have a surprise. That's also an option. I keep forgetting that you have children. Or a child, at least. Yeah, that's stuff that happens. But I'm sure you're happy with your child, right? It's on the internet, so I recommend saying yes. Do have some plans, not sure when. That will be soonish. Nice. Yeah, I won't say the name of the city, but I actually moved to the city you moved from. Now I have a lovely house here. I'm going to need a room if I'm Asian. I mean, I could probably house someone, but I can't house you and your family. Because, like I said, I'm unemployed, I'm not rich. Okay. Then we got this skull. And let's fire up that animation and see what our skull stuff looks like now. You're all good opacity, excellent, proud of you. Turning you on, save. Sorry, I was reading for a moment, it was multiple thingy. Oh, seriously, don't. Yeah, I love it here. You said vacation, they are hoping vacation from. Fair. Valid point. And I'll be gone for a bit. Okay, I'll see you when you return. That is a very valid vacationing reason. You're also like in the States, right? Recon? Let's see. Almost done animating this. Yeah, I'm in Florida. Isn't that that's way hot in there? I don't know, my American knowledge is extremely limited. But I do believe Florida is a lovely place. At least the way it looks. Oh, I'm happy with this so far. I could just, for funsies, try and linger this shot. You're back. Welcome back, friend. No, there should be a frame in between these. I can do that. Now we know. You are now dubbed frame 11. And there shall be a frame in between you two. Scroll 10. Yeah, I don't know where you moved, you go. I know America, and that's all the knowledge I've ever had about where you moved to. Maybe you've said it once or twice, but it never registered. The only problem with Florida really is, you know, Florida man. Southeastern hot muggy, I know that. Disney was there, right? Gambling, I mean, you're talking to a Dutch guy. Gambling should not be mentioned. Alligators, crazy people, cops that don't give an F, yeah. That's all you need to know about Florida. Yeah, I know Florida man is just a thing. When people pick a state to like make fun of, it's always gotta be Florida. But the environment is pretty, right? And speed limits are only a suggestion. Yeah, but they're too much of a suggestion in the Netherlands, so... You know? You take some, you lose some. In Germany, they're only a suggestion, and there it's going fine. Okay, we have this frame with this hand now. I want to make it linger just a little bit. So it will be... I mean, in Germany, if you have a car that goes faster than that, you can just go faster than that at most places. But in the Netherlands, it's like, no, 120 is the max. 130, fairly rare occasions, and during the day, it's freaking 100. Deal with that. 200, you optimistic bastards. Nah, man. We also have... The Netherlands also has the best roads of the world. Like the highest quality roads ever. And we're just not allowed to fucking use them properly. It's so stupid. Who are you talking to at the moment, Florida or the Netherlands? Probably the farmer situation that we're having at the moment. Yeah, well, that farmer situation is kind of like... I don't have a car, so I don't really have to deal much with the traffic problems that they're giving, but... You know, there isn't that much stuff in stocks and stores, but other than that, honestly, I barely notice it. They also are now doing the thingy where they're hanging their flag upside down, which in America, with how much the flag means, would be a big deal. Like, oh no, they're disrespecting the flag. And in the Netherlands, it's kind of like, they're hanging the flag upside down, let them go. No one really cares. They built the roads with the bubbles. I mean, in Belgium, I feel the same way. I also saw an image of like, in this country, they're now using stickers on the road to make the road look worse. So people won't drive as fast. But in Belgium, they've been using 3D program for that for years now. At least the ice doesn't damage the roads here. I mean, a broken road can be more damaged, right? I think you can settle at frame. I think I could make him settle here already. Just go 17 should be. You can also be scroll 17 onwards. 17 plus. And if that doesn't work, I'll just add more frames. Some liberal propaganda. Honestly, though, I don't really care that much about the situation at the moment. It just, if you don't have a car, it doesn't influence you that much. Snow doesn't say. That's also the Dutch way. Snow doesn't exist here. The few times it's here, all trains just instantly stop moving, which is extremely annoying. Like, we have good trains, we could deal with that, but we just don't. The mere mention of snow can shut down all trains. But other than that, snow barely happens, and when it happens I like to enjoy it, because I like snow. And now it's stupidly hot weather over here. A few days ago it was like the hottest day in the Netherlands since 100 years or so. That ice in my freeze is sometimes just falling out of the sky and covers the ground. Yeah, that sounds suspicious, right? I don't believe any of that. Ice does not fall from the sky. It only forms in a freezer. That's the one place. The back at your refrigerator. That's where ice comes from. Nowhere else. It got 38 degrees Celsius, which I know is not that extremely hot for America, but it shouldn't happen here. It just really shouldn't happen. Ice is made to chill beer only. You've literally never seen snow? I remember that. At high school, I had a guy in my class who actually came from Florida. And it snowed that year. And everyone was like, oh yeah, nice snow. And that guy was like, what the fuck is happening? He had never seen snow in his life. So yeah, I shouldn't be surprised that you have never seen snow. Yeah, I don't know how much Celsius Fahrenheit is. All I know is that you guys refuse to use the metric system that the rest of the world uses. Now I'm getting political. Yeah, I know that. You were original Canadian, right? Yeah, I don't know. I was talking about Recon. Recon has probably never seen snow. Yeah, Florida doesn't know what snow is. Wait, Did you ever answer my question, John? At which stage you are in? Or are you also in Florida? America, stupid. Why do I have to measure distance in wingspan of a bald eagle or football? I once saw like a video of someone be like, "Oh, this is about 2 football stadiums wide," and someone commented like, "America will just do anything to not use the metric system." I think the craziest ones I've once saw of America was like they started measuring in how many Statue of Liberties long a road would be. Like, just give us kilometers and miles. I'll take those over Statue of Liberties. Statues of Liberty, whatever, what the proper would be. So, but for privacy reasons, I won't tell. But it's really hot here as well. Chicago, I'm gonna guess. That's the only hot state I can think of. But yeah, no, I get it. You don't have to tell. You could just private message me once. It's not like I can stalk you, because way far away. No, you should be 14. Slow turn, quick end, yes. No. 15, yeah. I'm stupid, it's fine. No one pay attention to the stupid guy. And the Statue of Liberty is actually a statue of Lucifer, the Lightbringer. What? All I know is that the statue is French. And people call it the most American thing. Okay. They call it the most American thing ever, even though it's French. I also love that when you look at like TikTok or stuff, people are all praising. Americans are all praising America, and non-Americans are all like, "What is this weird place? Some weird people." And now I'm streaming too, people living in America, and the response are, "Nah, America is stupid." Yeah, man, Europe's where it's at. Just stop being American. Come back to Europe. Both of you, be Europeans, then I can watch your streams ever, Recon. I fear this skull is gonna look so ridiculously stupid while turning. Because the proportions are all over the place. Patriotism is very high here. It is a good place, absolutely, but hyperpatriotism is a problem. Yeah, I know. Look a picture of all thrones of Lucifer, and they make the statue. Also, Lucifer is sexually ambiguous, just like the statue, as they both stand for the same. Sexually ambiguous? I thought, wasn't it called Lady Liberty first? So it has a sexuality? Question mark? Or Miss Liberty or something? Wasn't it clearly a woman? Or am I just misunderstanding what sexually ambiguous means? No, it wasn't? Yeah, I'll believe you, I'm just confused. She was modeled after Libertas, the Roman goddess of freedom. Ah, we're learning stuff. Why do the French give the Americans something Roman? Those are questions. I'm learning a lot about America during this stream. Which one comes first? This is 12. Yeah, and this is great. Didn't even notice my favorite song from the soundtrack comes up. But inspired by the figures guarding the Nubians to possess the internet. I believe it, but I don't know enough about it. I've never seen it. Has any of you ever seen it in real life? Probably, you're Americans. But it doesn't have to mean that you have seen it. But it's considered one of those things that people should see in their lifetime, I guess. Yeah, you have. And you, Recon? And no, I know, but you're living there. It's American enough. I can call you American already. We also called you Canadian while you lived here, so we will just never call you Dutch. How about that? Doing everything to avoid calling you Dutch. I shouldn't have made this frame red, but I'm stupid. Okay, let's see what monster I have created. I think I messed up the skull rotation at the end. With all these beautiful frames. All red now. Ah, nice of you to join. So apparently you're home safe. No, I like having citizenship. Yeah, it's very valuable to have a citizenship in the European Union. Gives options, you know. If shit ever hits the fan in America, you can just go back to Europe because you have European citizenship. It's good to have. I have a cat now. Oh, so does my brother. I'm still not a cat person, but I'm happy for you. Uranus is the goddess of Venus, Lucifer is the angel. Lol. Excellent. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see some sources about this Lucifer theory. Oh, nice. Yeah, but all the stuff you hear online about America, I'm kind of afraid to ever go there. I'm sure it's not as horrible as the internet and the news makes it seem, but dear God, in Europe we just get the worst impression of America. Cats are amazing until they turn out to be demons at 3 AM and keep you awake. Fair enough. Yeah, oh, it makes sense. Venus sucks to be on. I mean, yeah. But I feel like most planets other than Earth suck to be on. There are a few that are okay, but not that many. Because with that logic, Neptune could have also been Lucifer. And not even get me started on Jupiter. So true. Yeah, I like the cat my brother has because it doesn't do the cat traits where like you can pet it 3 times and it wants to be petted, so great. And then the 7th time it's decided that no, I don't want to be petted anymore, and you just gotta smell that. And then it claws your hand open. That is part of the reason I don't trust cats. But my brother's cat isn't like that, thankfully. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, it should be slower in the turn back. But I do think it looks pretty dope. What do you guys think? I'll save it and then I'll do the animation. Venus chokes you, melts you, and burns you all. Yeah, the burn part especially is what makes it cool for like Lucifer. I can see that. I love her. Oh, yeah, that's important. I don't have to like cats for you to enjoy your cat, because you enjoying your cat is the important part here. If you hate your cat, then that's a problem. Thank you. I do feel like the head returns too fast. I do want to have the head stop before the head returns. But maybe I should add an extra. I don't know actually. When I have to look at it longer. Maybe one more frame. Like one in between here, or actually. Yeah, there could be one in between these two, probably. So we'll make skull 17 plus into skull 18 plus. Now it's legal. What? And then we'll add in. Here is skull 17. And we'll remove it all. You can be at 100% for doing this wrong. You two go lower. And this hand we turn off for a little bit. I think if we add this one more frame, then this claw could be good. That could be good. I hate both my cats. Excellent. That's what we like to hear. But I hope someone in your household at least likes them. Make it turn a little more to the other side to give it a floating feeling. I know what you mean. But, okay, you haven't seen the original. Hold up. I don't know if you guys can see this because I'm streaming the other frame. I'm just going to check if you guys can see this. No, you guys cannot. Excellent. Yeah, well, maybe go to the beginning of the stream. Is it there? No, it's not there. Well, I'm stupid. Anyway, the thing is, it moves already a little bit side to side constantly, and after the end of the claw attack, it's gonna go back to moving side to side. So the floating parts will happen. That's already included. Don't worry too much about that. It's a shame it doesn't want me to show you the other frame. Like I said, in the link, in the description is a link to my TikTok. Click on the first non-pinned video and you'll see what he will look like in his idle animation. And then you can get an idea of how that goes. The worst part is, by the time I'm done with the skull, I'm still far from completing this animation, because then I'll have to do the other hand, and the fire, and the pupil. So we are not close to being done here. But that's fine. Hand 17, and then these all become 18 plus. So what do we get? Oh yeah, that one frame did add a lot in my opinion. Right? Isn't it much better now? Like, I do want his head to return before the claw does. But this is... Why did it suddenly start playing Dark Souls music? What's happening? Okay. Why do I hear boss music? Okay, we can save this, save it under a new name now. And now... Is it time for the fire? Or is it time for the other hand? You can go. Can you go? You can't go. It's nice going. Oh, you gotta go? Oh no, boss music, yeah. The specific music for that will come in 2 songs, I think. Yeah, considering boss music is starting, I should probably move to the flame, right? It's time for the madness to begin. Let's go with the extreme part. The flame. For those wondering, by the way, right now I want to show you what the flame looks like when he's idling. And then that flame's gotta move and the skull moves, and it's gotta be different and more aggressive because he's attacking. So it should have a more aggressive appearance. You've never played Dark Souls? Shame on you! If you ever plan on playing it, wait a little bit because the servers are offline at the moment. Start with Dark Souls 3, then go to 1, then play Bloodborne, and Elden Ring, and never play 2. So better animations than Elden Ring. Nah, I don't want to brag that much yet. I've never played Dark Souls. You've played it once? Yeah. When the servers are back online, Kazuma, we're fucking playing Dark Souls together. We're doing a Dark Souls 3 run together. Whether you like it or not, this is gonna happen. Okay, here's the fire right now. I think it looks pretty decent. But this is just for idling. And I don't want every animation to have the exact same flame animation, because that will be stupid. And also because he's hitting, his flame should like show some more aggression, I think. I want my reimage. Rico, how could you say something so controversial yet so brave? Bloodborne is the easiest, but I also like Bloodborne the most. My only issue with Bloodborne is that it's PlayStation only. And I don't like PlayStation gaming, I like PC gaming. So the moment it comes out on PC, I'm gone, man. You'll never see me again, I'm just playing Bloodborne all day. I like but Bloodborne, because of the aggression system, is just way easier. I have zero fear to get attacked for my titles. Yeah, I know. What song is now happening? Yeah, in a moment, the original Why Do I Hear Boss music will start playing. In case you're curious. Okay, we have this. And this will stay our frame 1. Let's just dupe our flame layer, by the way, just to be safe. This will stay off. And this will just be flame new. Okay. This is the hell I put in myself through. It's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. So it's Goku's skull. Goku's hair doesn't flame though. It's just static. Don't think it barely ever even moves, right? It does sometimes, but just barely. Okay, I'm gonna do something that's gonna sound weird, but I'm gonna animate this in trees. And keep making an in-between later. So this is F3. Why are you both dead? Why did I do this to myself? Now. Oh. No, I don't want that little thing there. So more anger. More aggression in the flame. But also, I want to make it like, I feel like it's dragging it behind it. So there's like long parts will now be like a tail pointing from where it came from, sort of. Even though it did came from there. No, it should be a bigger. More like this. Not your video. Yeah. I like the current anime podcast and animating the fire skull, even though it's no longer anime. No, this should be more extreme. This should be more. It's fire, it shouldn't be exactly the same. Fire is always weird to animate because, like, normally you want it to flow normally around, but fire doesn't deal with your rules. It's just like, no, I'm here now. Now I'm over here. You gotta make that look smooth. That's weird. And I'm gonna try my hardest. Naming videos. Yeah, that's... I kinda always liked naming videos, because you can just tell a lot about what you're doing in the name of your video, and TikTok just takes that away from you, because you can't name your videos there. Why are all these skulls red? Why are all my skulls... Why am I like this? This is the worst decision I could have possibly had made. F5. And then we put you way lower. I can't live yet on TikTok, and it's really annoying me. Because now I have to, whenever I go live on YouTube, I have to be like, what you call it? I have to make like a story video, but that story video doesn't really go out to people until like hours later when I'm already done with the stream. So it doesn't help get views for my streams and stuff. And the moment I can stream on TikTok, I'm just going to go ham with our streams. But most of my streams will probably be like, hey, I'm live on YouTube, go watch. Yeah, the flame is getting big and big, you see, because I just want some aggression in this attack animation. Maybe it's a bit too much, but I have faith. And if this is too much, I can always change it. The original animation, making the fire, was the hardest part. It took forever because I just kept being unhappy with what I had. Okay, then we're gonna go to F7. Go low opacity. Finally, a blue skull! Now the flame does have to like kind of shift because his face is so much rotated, which I should have done earlier, but I'm stupid. But it should be less out here, so I should probably change this one a little bit. So instead of being this white stuff over here, it should be like this. No. But it just kind of shrinks here for a moment, and it just has a big like flare flame going up here. I have so much fear for what this flame will do. 3 ideas failed for the tiles. Wish me luck for the last one. And what happens if the last one fails? Because you are not allowed to just give up. I know that's very pessimistic of me to say that it also might fail, but let's be realistic. I will have to rework my ideas. Oh no. Bring the internet into it. About the Discord, I love your video. I would like to more reach on it. Ah, thank you very much. I really just want to reach like if I can get 1,000 followers on TikTok, then I can go live, and that's just what I want. Because I like the stream that I'm doing right now, where we're talking the entire time. I like this. This is my goal. But most streams that I do is just like either one person entirely joins or no, or two, and most of the time I'm just trying to entertain myself a little bit. So I'm just like, then I might as well not stream. And if it don't work, I shall banish myself to the darkest corners of the showers, yeah. Yeah, I know the feeling. That is how I'm going to feel about this flame right now. If this flame doesn't work, then then this will become a shower crying stream. Like, make it erupt wildly on this one. I just want to risk it. Not the shadow. No, not the shadow world. The shadow showers. It's worse. Okay, I fear that I'm messing this up immensely. But if I'm not, then this could look super dope. The sweaty gym shower of the shadow world. No, not those. No, it shouldn't be as white now. Because it should follow. Whee! Stupid. Now comes a question that I should ask myself. Do I want the flames to like overlap the back of the skull or not? I think I don't. It looks more advanced if it's like overlapping the skull here. Do I? I do. No, I do. I don't, but I do. For the exact reason I said, it looks more advanced this way. And then let's take a look at the claw hand. At which frame are you done clawing? Is that... That's 13. Okay. That's all I need to know. Meaning that now I'm gonna reach frame 13 as a matter of fact. The flame should be calm again. You can activate my reverse Uno cards. What? The United reverse cards, the one card that could beat me. How could it have done? And the best part about the Uno card meme is that, like, in Uno, it's kind of a garbage card. For some reason, it just became a meme that it's like the most OP weapon that nothing can ever come back from. Like, haha, whatever you do, it's not gonna happen. And then it can't stop anything. Like, oh, you draw 2, okay, you only have its reverse card and it does nothing for me now, so I guess I'm gonna draw 2. You take that back. No, it is in the actual game. All it does is if you have like a hand with +2s and some guy is winning who's on the side there, it's not going. You just Uno reverse and it's like, okay, now I can annoy him. That's only time it's a good card, and even then, it's quite mediocre. No. Reverse does nothing against the draw cards. It's kind of a garbage card. All it does is reverse the turn order. That's all the card does. People on the internet just hyped it into this like immortal being of a card. Like the card that cancels everything, and it's absolute garbage. I thought that was the point of the meme. No! I don't know why the meme spawned. Because the card is garbage. But it sounds reverse, you know? It's my ultimate trap. How can I now beat my big rival, Little Jimmy? I don't know, man. You just gotta draw some +4s and +2s, but the reverse does nothing for you. It's not an offensive card like everyone makes it to be. This was also why when the meme started, I was all constantly like, but that's not what it does though. Like how many people who used that meme have actually played Uno? It's my question. I don't think not that many. I feel like this flame that I'm currently making, the animation for it, is the worst animation I've made ever. I'm pretty sure it's absolute garbage, and I'll hate it. Don't know for sure. But that is what I'm thinking. Yeah, exactly. The reverse doesn't do that. All it does is, haha, it's not your turn, it's his turn again. And if I have cards that that allow me to make you draw extra cards, it now goes to that guy because the order has been reversed. That's all it does. It doesn't stop, it doesn't counter. Like, I like the meme is funny, but that's... Like, you could have used Mirror Force from Yu-Gi-Oh! Or these counterspell from Magic the Gathering, because those cards actually do that. But Uno Reverse doesn't. I know I'm not done yet, but after this flame, I want to see what in God's name I've been making. The important part to remember when it's awful is that they're still in between frames, but I'll be able to see whether that in between frames can or can't fix whatever I'm building. Yeah, Mirror Force. But, you know, reverse does not. It is a garbage card. It would be funny if someone actually made a video where they use the cards. Someone tries to pull out the card, like, haha, I have the reverse card, and people use their actual use of the card, so they just fucking turn around. And that's all they do. Instead of it being this immortal beast of a card. Okay. We're going to see how badly I messed this up. It's fine if it's completely wrong. I'll be unhappy if it's completely wrong, but it's fine if it's completely wrong, because then I can adjust. gonna notice that the animation goes faster because, again, I've skipped a frame per frame of the flame so far. Why is this not even connected? Hold up, am I at flame 5? Yeah, connect at least. Thank you very much. This does look cool in my opinion. Maybe I didn't mess up as hard as I thought. Let us hope. In 2-player, reverse is a skip card, yes. Then it just skips the turn of the opponent, the turn immediately goes back to yourself. Yes. And in other forms of, there are cards, in later upgrades I believe, there are cards that actually do that, to just skip someone entirely. But it will never undo whatever effect you've played. That's just not what a card does. Uh, 13. I will see, the skill is really good. Thank you. I need to add one more frame, actually, that I just wanted to see. Yeah, I don't like what I have right now, but of course it's better. I do still love even at this speed, the claw with the skull movement is really good in my opinion. Not to toot my own horn too much. And also I'm noticing the fire covering the skull. Let's just not do it. Right, it does make it look more menacing, but it also makes it look less like a cartoony guy, and I liked him as a cartoony guy. So I'm just going to not have this happen. First of all. Okay, now we can go back to watching. Honestly, without the fire covering the head, I hate it less already. I'm still gonna have to make the in-between frames, and that will smoothen it out a lot. Yeah, I don't hate it as much as I expected it to. I'm gonna need to add one more frame though, and that's frame 19. Have you for a moment. This frame will be invisible in all others except for this one. I need you on low opacity, and I'll need you on low opacity, and the skull has to move to this skull, that's fine. And you are frame 19 at low opacity. F19. I'm gonna make it yeah, sure. Gives it more ghostly appearance. Yeah! The skull just being there instead of the flame covering it. Yeah, otherwise it's more like this thing is consumed by the flames and now it's just like a ghost in the flame, so... You're right. No, it still has to be hard. I know what I said. Like, usually you like, with that stuff that moves all over, wavy and stuff, you want to look like round forms and shapes, and fire, it's still round shapes, but it ends in hard spikes and pointy things. So fire is always weird to animate. Not saying I don't like animating fire, I'm just saying it's weird. Yeah. Okay, then this can be turned off in this layer, this can be turned off in this layer. And this can be turned to full opacity. Now we have added one more frame. Let me just check. It does work. I like what I've made. Hold up, I'm getting a bunch of messages all of a sudden. What's happening? Why am I popular? Oh, okay, that's happening. Okay. Need to message respond to that. Okay, what we're now gonna do is just in between the flames, and then the flames can be done. So the flames are less of a extreme hassle than I thought. Then all I need to do afterwards is you have this other hand. This other hand. And this won't be too much of a problem, because for most of the slap animation it will go behind the skull. So we won't even get to see it that much. I do want it to be like pushing forward when his head goes back, and then snap back. So I don't worry too much about that hand, and then it's just the eye, which is the easiest, the pupil. Because that's just draw a circle 20 times, done. Spoken like a circle was easy to draw. Well, it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Wait. Undo this. Save it under a different name. Okay, let's get cracking. We put it there, turn the hands off again. We got Skull 2, and we've got these two flames. F2. Don't know why I had to make those extreme anime protagonist movements with my hands, but I had to. What I'm now doing, in case you're wondering, is just making the in-between frames, just make it feel like it could move this way. So this little spike here is suddenly growing into that flame that's going to scurry off. This one spike here is like growing into those two. No. And like with most things, you just draw the in-between, like literally like, okay, these two connect here, so it has to be like this in the middle, but because flames aren't like that, they're more sporadic, I can't fully do that, but it also gives more freedom. The best part about animating a fire is that there isn't really a right way. There's definitely a wrong way, but there isn't really a right way because it moves all over the place. So that's nice. Look at the little blue line there. That has a reason, but it doesn't matter. Now we're going to draw F4. The cursed frame 4 again. This is an awful color for this. Wait. Pink is the new one. Whoops, I'm doing this all types of wrong. For a moment I thought pink was the old one. Go there. And this can start to lump. You're gonna be rising. The fire is rising. And then you notice it's way, way later than you thought it would be. It's fine, but I'll only be streaming for like an hour more and then I'll start making dinner. So I hope I can finish this guy in an hour, which I kinda doubt. But who knows? Alright, we have this flame still. Want to make further away like this. You can go away, then we have you. F6. Go to bed? What? You're going to bed, or should I go to bed? What are you talking about? It's almost 4 o'clock here. We'll make this green, I suppose. Or are you going to bed? In which case, good night. I have no idea what time it is where you are. Wait. Again, from which one am I moving? I'm moving to the big spike thing. That's good to know. You should go to bed. Wait, hold on. It's only like 6 p.m. there. It's It's 4 o'clock, man. It's not. It's about time that kids come out of school at the moment. I really shouldn't go to sleep yet, man. It's time for freedom. Yes. Yeah, then also. Dear God, what's happening here? Wait, am I now? Stuff's happening here, okay. F8. This. I fear this frame in particular will not look as good. Because it's an awkward turning point in how aggressive it becomes, so it's gonna have some issues. But I'm fine with that. Because it's gotta also be one of the quickest frames in the... If you know what I mean. The one where so much happens at such high speeds that you don't really care what's happening. It just happens. I really hope this guy will look well. But I have faith. Now to see how long it takes to just make one simple movement for this guy, I have to make a lot more movements for him. F12. Let's go 12. Alright, it will settle soon, right? Yeah, it's settling here. The worst part about all this stuff I'm animating is that eventually I'll have to make a clean line art first. So I'll have to trace everything I've made. Connect here. Go back to full opacity, close. We're nearing the end of the flame. I don't think I'll do the head. I think I'll end the stream after this. After the flame. If you want to see the final result, I'll probably upload that tomorrow on TikTok. Shameless plug. Check the link down below for that. Shameless plug again. More shameless plugging. Plug, plug, plug. I hope that ever works, my shameless plugs. Smash that like button! Yes, you got it! Like a pose! Don't forget to ring that bell! If you want to stay notified, also install Raid Shadow Legends. And if it's not too much trouble, also share with a friend. They all want to know what I'm up to, right? Yeah, shameless plug. Sponsor us, Raid, yeah. Yeah, it's unfair. Why are other people getting sponsored and me, who has like 3 viewers at one stream, doesn't get Raid sponsorship? Hey, where's my sponsorship, Raid? I'll play your game the moment you sponsor me. How about that? God, can you imagine just being successful enough to get Raid Shadow Legends as a sponsor? But we love. Yeah, that's all I need, right? As long as the people who are actually watching my stuff like it, then I'm good. Then I'm doing what I should do. Thank you. The peak of stream, exactly. Yeah, I would hate to reach the point that I know Markiplier had a video where he just breaks down crying because he realized he reached a point where he's no longer capable to have these moments where he's streaming and he can actually interact with the stream because there's just too many of it to read anything. That does sound like a sad point to reach. Like, yeah, you make enough money, but the joy is out of it then. But I am nowhere near that point. I'm just trying to reach the point where I start making videos like this, where I talk to people a lot. I remember that stream we talked about it. Yeah, I did. In Power Washing Simulator, we talked about it again. Termination is so... Yeah, exactly. And you know, like I said, I recently have been working on some commissions and stuff. So like, a few years ago, I never got any commission requests, and now I've done a lot, and it's like, well, the termination got me here. Let's keep going with that. Like I said, my real goal is just to reach, like, I have a TikTok account. Once you've reached, I don't know if you know how that works, but the moment you've reached 1,000 followers, you can go live on that. And I know most followers are bots, and that's just something you have to deal with, but at least the bots do add to reaching that 1,000. And once I've reached that 1,000, I can just go live on there and then just post lives about me streaming on YouTube, where I can get more interaction with people. And that's where I can look TikTok as a way to promote my YouTube a little bit. And I'm part of a nice community on TikTok, like Recon I've met on TikTok. He's a great guy. And I'm just gonna keep trying to stay relevant. I don't do the daily uploads that TikTok wants you to do, but you know, I want to upload stuff that's good instead of just posting stuff for the sake of posting stuff. Because then I'll hate my work and then I'll stop doing what I'm doing quickly because there's no fun in it anymore. Everyone is a bot. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure I have like almost 500 followers, and I'm pretty sure at least 300 of those are bots. And Instagram is even worse than that. I have to see if I can find them. Yeah, he shouldn't be that hard to find. He comments on most of my stuff. What's happened? Why is Photoshop suddenly... I need to draw one more flame and suddenly it became a boss battle. As I'm reaching the end. Why is it struggling? You can see it on the stream a little bit, the line just suddenly disappears. Why at the end are you becoming my enemy? There we go. Okay. You can go full opacity. You can go full opacity. And now, let's see what this entire stream has been leading up to. What have we been making? Nice of the music to pick up at that point. No, go away, you. It'll take a while to set up all the frames correctly. Just bear with me. Yeah, we do have to write music for a boss battle, exactly. But I feel like what I've made right now would be good. I'm not gonna upload it on TikTok until like it's done. Like when I made the other hand, which I'll do not right now because I'm starving. And Photoshop is suddenly fighting me. But once I've done that, probably tomorrow, I'll upload it. And then you can see the fall of this one. Almost, we're halfway through turning on the frames. I know I should probably use a better animation program than Photoshop, so this part in particular isn't such a hassle. But for now, Photoshop just works for me. I like drawing in Photoshop. It doesn't fight me that much on the drawing part. Most other animation programs do, and it's not too complex to freak me out. And if the sacrifice for that is this part takes a little longer, then so be it, right? I'll just sacrifice this part being longer for making a good animation. The only problem is that Photoshop has some issues uploading sounds. So if I want to time my animation perfectly with a sound, then I'll have to open a second program for that. everything will be fine. I'm not dealing with sounds yet. I will eventually. Wait, did I put you on 18? 18, 18. There we go. I knew I missed something. Okay, the skull is done from now on. And the final frame. Okay. Let's just pause this music for a little bit and change it to this. Wait for it. This is not the music I wanted. This is not the music I wanted. Our final result. I like it. The fire does work correctly. Yeah. What do you guys think? There he is. The other hand's gonna be added later, like I said. But this is what we've done today. And I'm actually really happy with the results. I added the flame waves to both sides. Okay. I'm gonna end the stream right here. So thank you all for watching. If you like it, leave a like. Shameless plugs, all that stuff. I did that halfway through the video. And I'll see you guys in the next video.